Not only is Kelly Carlisle from Acta Nonverba an Oakland community builder, she's also an amazing storyteller, as you're about to find out in this President Barack Obama true tale. So you were in a picture with Obama?
Mm-hmm.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
How did we get there?
It was, again, one, reading.
Mm-hmm.
Two, just being a good person.
Kelly, I'm both those things. I've never met Obama.
I mean,
like, give me more than
how
that.
good are you?
Well, I mean, it depends on who's asking.
Exactly. I actually got a call from one of Obama's speechwriters saying that she had heard about our work and whatnot. And again, I wouldn't have answered the phone because I didn't recognize the number, but it was during summertime. And there was a parent that was about to just marching towards me, probably to complain about something her son didn't like. Don't give my kid eggplant. So when the phone rang and I saw this woman marching towards me, I was like, oh, and jumped on the line and walked off. And it turned out to be one of Obama's speechwriters. And she's like, tell me your story. So I mean, just like being a single mom, I was one of 3 employees at A&V. So I was out here planting stuff, just being yeah, and then I saw the lemon tree and da-da-da-da-da, and she's like, the president's gonna love this.
Oh my gosh.
So next thing you know, I got an invitation from the White House, an email invitation. The president invites you to an iftar dinner on the 14th of July, 2014. And I thought it was a trick because I read a lot. So I thought it was that John Grisham novel where the government was catching the fraudulent people that, and I was like, no,
I'm not going to the White House.
It's not even the White House.
I'm very skeptical.
This is how they get you caught up, right? I ain't done nothing to go to the White House.
We're so skeptical as a people.
I didn't hear Barack Obama's voice. It was,
Yeah, girl, he wasn't going to call you personally.
And so I wasn't going to go, but my mom was like, you got to go. I mean, you were chosen. And I was like,
your mother was a beautiful, encouraging lady.
That woman was loyal to the end, to the day she passed away. My mother was ready to brawl for me.
I know that's right.
It was just beautiful. I miss her. I miss her so much. So a friend of mine let me use their miles, their air miles, and I got to DC. I first called to see if my kid could come with me, and they were like, no. I was like, okay, well, can you help me with the plane ticket? And they were like, no. Can you make it or not? I was like, I'll be there.
We said you have an invitation to this dinner, girl.
Right. I was like, I don't know where to stay. A friend of mine let me stay with them. It was all a thing. Okay. I don't know what y'all time is like, but I got to tell you how buck wild it was, because it wasn't just I fly to DC and I go and have the dinner and then I fly back. No. I get there. First of all, DC was humid. It was July. It was pouring rain. I hadn't had a chance. I had an appointment to get my locks twisted so that I showed up nice and tight, but the guy that was my hairdresser didn't show up, even though I said, I'm going to have dinner with the president. Can you please? And he was like, yeah, come on. And then he didn't show up. So he stood me up.
Oh my
God.
God.
I end up in DC the day of the dinner. And I don't know what to do. I am too nervous to try to do my own.
Of course.
I met a friend from high school for lunch, and I wore this dress because I was
trying to
meeting a friend.
Oh, you were
meeting a friend from high school.
Okay.
And so, but it had one of those stupid French zippers, and it was humid, so I couldn't zip it up. And so I ended up walking around some part of DC trying to get housekeepers to zip up my dress. They couldn't do it either.
I go to the dinner.
Before I go to the dinner. Oh. And so I'm like, my hair, what am I going to do about my hair? And so I basically accost some sis on the metro, and I'm like, sis, who did your hair? Can you please help me? She's like, yeah, girl, go down to where. And so I went down there, and this woman hooked it up.
Okay, come on.
2-strand twist.
Come on, somebody.
She put it up in a little thing. I left that place feeling like $1 million. I rushed back to where I'm staying. I put on the 3 suits. The people I'm staying with are like, you look nice. I was like, shut up, you don't know. And so And also, it's a Muslim dinner. But so I'm like, I can't wear pants. Then get there. Women are wearing pants. I was very upset. Anyway, Madeleine Albright was there wearing pants. Like, so
my pants.
I'm just trying to get from the hairdresser back to the place so I can change clothes. But now it's doing one of those DC deluges. And so the rain is coming down. And so I walk up to this elder on the metro, Black woman, and I say, ma'am, I will give you $80 for your umbrella. Please, I'm having dinner with President Obama tonight. I just really don't want anything to happen to my hair. And she said, no? Okay. So I went to...
I'm not gonna hold you. If somebody came up to me and asked me for my umbrella and that was the reason, I might say no too. I'm like, you're not going to have dinner with the president.
This is presidential hair.
This lady is crazy. But she says no. Okay, what else happens?
So then I go over to the metro attendant and I was like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but can I get some garbage bags from you? And so they let me have 2 garbage bags and I put them over my head and just pulled
to make a little bonnet.
Yes, I pulled a hole in it and so it's covering me.
You're an innovative lady. You know that?
It's going to happen.
Yeah,
it's going to happen.
You're an innovative lady.
Deeds, not words. It's deeds, not
garbage
words.
Garbage cans, garbage bags. I'm sensing a theme here, sister.
Correct. Plastic. Plastic is the thing.
I don't know. It was more garbage. I think the theme is innovation. That's the theme that I'm sensing, actually. Keep going.
Thank you. So I'm get off the metro. I'm walking back to where I'm going to change clothes all them times. And just like Laverne and Shirley, any sitcom, some car comes by and the water comes up and it splashes me, but I'm wearing garbage cans. So bam! Right? Do your worst.
Full circle.
I get up the stairs, I change clothes. I finally come down. I'm like, according to the internet, blue is Barack's favorite color. So I'm wearing this blue, whatever, skirt suit. I get there. I've spent the last 4 years only wearing tennis shoes because I'm farming.
Because you're farming.
But now I'm wearing a suit and stilettos.
Oh, you were wearing stiletto pumps in the White House. Okay.
My feet
How
aren't
were you
ready.
walking? You look like Mr. Tumnus, didn't you?
I look like Sealy from.
You look like a baby. You look like a baby deer. I can only imagine.
All I had was a purse that was way too big. It had a pack of cigarettes, a lighter. In case Barack want to step outside.
Oh, yeah. Facts. Okay, come on, preparation.
And my passport.
But you're walking around pigeon-toed with your knees all buckled in these high heels.
I'm already in pain. Nothing's happened yet. So I get, I have to go through security. And immediately, remember, I was in the Navy. On the ship that I was in, part of our job was to clean up the marine berthing, where the Marines sleep. And immediately walking into the security of the White House, I smell Marines. It was like...
What does that smell like? Oh, okay. Never mind. Keep going. Go ahead.
It's a really great question.
Say less. I'm good.
Right? You should ask a Marine. So anyways, I'm like, I go through, they do the thing. I walk in. And first of all, I'm like, this was pre-Trump, but I swear when Trump was like, it's a mess, or what did he call it? Like a shanty or whatever. I was like, this is what the White House looks like? God, like weird wood paneling everywhere from the 70s. Like the ceiling is short.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Like, what the hell?
I know you walk in and you're like, oh, this is dated.
All this money.
all this money this brand has, and it's dated.
Exactly. So I go up the stairs. There's a photo of Kennedy. There's Bush with his dog. Like there's a Marine playing the piano and like all in full gear. And there's a giant pyramid of glasses, and I am parched. Like my nerves are bad. I don't know what's happening. I'm in the White House. I'm wearing horrible shoes. Like it's awful. And so I go to the bar and I'm like, can I get a drink? And they were like, what kind of drink? And I was like, gin. I don't know. And he's like, this is a Muslim.
Can I have some juice, please?
Right, a Muslim event. And I was like, okay, can I get some water then? And he's like, yeah, so it's iftar. We're not allowed to serve anything until sundown. And so I'm like, and it's July. And I was like, where can I get some water? Where can I get some water? Where can I get some water? So I go to the White House bathroom and I'm in there.
You're drinking from the White House bathroom? We need to do like a reenactment of this day.
So then, as I'm in there, they have this giant mirror and I'm like, bathroom selfie, of course. So take a few bathroom selfies.
And this all came from you planting seeds in the garbage can.
Correct.
And how did the meeting go? How did the actual meeting of the president go?
So he spoke about our work. He used my story, in one of the opening things. It was very surprising because I just thought I would be in the room and maybe he would talk about me. But it turns out that I was sat directly next to him. So, this close to him. So the podium's right here and he says my name and I'm like, and then he comes behind me and he sits here and I'm like, and so I'm shaking and like my pumps, the stilettos, like I don't know how to be like I'm trying to be, remember what Muslim is, right? So keep my legs closed.
Yes, of course.
Farmer.
Which, listen, you had a good background, so you knew how to move.
But I'm in these stupid shoes.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to like, Muslim ladies don't cross their legs across, they cross their ankles. And so I'm sitting there with my ankles crossed, but the stupid stilettos are slippery and I'm scared. And,
and Obama's sitting next to you.
And Obama's sitting next to me grinning
and you just drank out the bathroom.
And it's all bad. So at one point, my thighs give out. I kicked the president under the table.
And you should have said, I was just seeing if you wanted some cigarettes.
And I was like, I'm so sorry. And so I like kind of like skirt. But now, my thighs are again they're not used to being encased like this. So I crossed my ankles again. And now, he's going around because he turns to me. He's like, Kelly, tell me about your work. And I go, I have a 10-year-old. And so he sees that I'm in distress, and so he moves on. But now he's distracted.
I thought he was going to comfort you.
No, there's no time.
He's like, not on time for this.
It's a quick dinner. So he's talking to somebody across the hall. My foot pops again. I kick him a second time.
Oh, my God.
And I said, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Please tell Michelle I didn't mean it. Him being the gentleman that he is, he moves himself out of the way because clearly this chick is just gonna keep kicking you.
She's so chaotic. Oh my God, Kelly. Kelly, you are a delight and a joy and a treat, man. And what you're doing for the community, your spirit is so big and it's so warm, and I just love everything about you.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see what happens with everything that you're doing in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kindness and for even finding us. I really appreciate it.